Hey everybody, how's it going? B Temple back again, and today we got something a little bit different. I don't normally do just a simple unboxing video. Normally I do reviews, but just got this in, and I felt that it deserved an unboxing. What we have, and you can tell by the date code of 05/24/2018, which is May 24th. So anybody from the area where I'm from, 24th of May is a very popular holiday. You know, we call it May 24. It's also otherwise known as Victoria Day. And so this is an incredibly fresh case of something. And what is it a case of? Well, it's a case of MCWs, or otherwise known as meal cold weather. So these are American cold weather single meal rations. So they come much like an MRE, 12 to a case. They have, I guess, an inspection date of May of 2021. That would be for some of the other components in the ration, not the actual main meals themselves. The main meals will be freeze-dried, as opposed to being, a wet meal, retort pouch meal. So the freeze-dried meals, which are made by Mountain House Company, they'll last for many, many years. As long as the vacuum seal holds, everything should be utterly perfect. The only other items that you'd worry about, obviously, would be just your standard MRE components that you would normally find. Snacks, sides, drinks, all that kind of stuff. Some other little information. Our sticker here doesn't show any sort of dark rings, so you know that this was actually stored fairly well. And there's really not a whole lot else to say. The other side of the box shows this. Cold weather, 12 meals, packed by the Warnick Company. And that's about it. All we're going to do for here is crack this open and see what the 12 meals actually are. I don't remember exactly what the 12 menus are for MCWs. I haven't seen many of these sort of unboxing videos for a whole case of MCWs. They're hard to find. I managed to get this off an eBay seller from Alaska. And to find a case this fresh, I was very surprised. So I'm very happy to have all these. So yeah, I guess what we'll do is crack this open and start looking at what the contents are. So we'll just cut the bands first. And we'll turn this off to the side. We'll tear the box open as best we can. So it's an incredibly sturdy cardboard. This is very thick, very strong cardboard. It's almost the same kind of cardboard as that rough. It'll actually cut your skin if you're, not careful enough. And then we've got a box filled of these white packages. So to start, we've got ourselves menu number 12, breakfast skillet. So obviously this is going to be a breakfast menu. Menu number 11, scrambled eggs with bacon. These packs themselves actually seem somewhat vacuum sealed, so that's an even better sign that they'll last a lot more. Menu 10, scrambled eggs with cheese, Western styles. That's probably going to have onions, peppers, that sort of thing. Next we have rice and chicken, Mexican style. Menu number 8, spaghetti with meat sauce. So we're really only be able to fit about 5 across the side. These particular rations, the components, aside from either the inclusion or addition of an extra toilet paper, is all that differentiates these between long-range patrol rations, which would normally be packed much like the tan MRE bags. These are white, obviously, to sort of denote the fact that they're meant to be a cold weather ration, Arctic conditions, white, snow, ice, all that stuff. Menu number 7, my favorite, beef stew. And as you can see, yeah, these are very, very well vacuum sealed. All right, menu number 6, it actually still exists. I wasn't sure if they'd gotten rid of it or not. But menu number 6, seafood chowder. I'm probably going to be someone who's going to enjoy pretty much everything in this case, except for this menu here. I'm not a huge fan of seafood, or the type of seafood you would normally find in this particular menu, which I believe is possibly like prawn or scallop or shrimp, or a combination of those three, who knows. But yeah, that one there is probably the one I'm not looking forward to having. Next we've got menu number 5, chicken and rice. We've got an old standard. Menu number 4, turkey tetrazzini. Menu number 3, chili macaroni with beef. Menu number 2, chicken spicy oriental with rice. And menu number 1, another old standard, beef stroganoff with noodles. So there you have it. All 12 menus. Many of these menus are, well, the first 3, well, I guess the last 3 menus, 12, 11, and 10, are considered your breakfast items. Everything else would then be considered, obviously, a dinner or supper sort of meal. Many of them are rice-based. And then you've got a few of your standard kind of pasta-based ones. There's many of these here I've never actually had before. I've never had a breakfast MCW or an LRP before, so it'd be interesting to try to find out some more information about those and see if I'd actually like them or not. I've seen pretty well, I'm sure I've seen reviews for all 3 of those. A few of these other, I haven't had many of these MCWs. I've had beef stew before, and I believe I've had turkey tetrazzini and the stroganoff. It's probably the only 3 I've actually had. And a couple of these I've had in LRP form, like spaghetti and meat sauce and the Mexican style rice and chicken. Everything else I've never come across it before. So it's great to have a full case that's incredibly fresh. Only about 7 months ago this was made, which in the grand scheme of things when it comes to rations is not that long ago. And these look like they're in great shape, and they're very vacuum sealed, and you can see here. So these should be just utterly fresh, taste just like they were made yesterday. So I'm going to eventually, I'm not going to review all 12 of these, but as time goes by, I'm going to maybe pick and choose a few of the ones that I feel either don't get reviewed very much, or it's something that I've never had before that I'm very interested in, and do a review for you guys. Give everyone a chance to give it a watch. So today's going to be a 2 review day. What we got coming up next is this ration here. So I managed to get my hands on some vintage, not purely like 60s, 70s, but some mid to late 90s long-range patrol rations, which obviously, like I said, are very similar to the MCWs. Pretty much the same exact components, except for a slight change in the accessory pack. So we're going to give menu number 1, chicken stew, a review once we get all of this packed away. So I'd just like to say thanks everyone for stopping by, and look forward to trying all these out, and yeah, hope everyone has a good one. I'll see you with the next review that's just coming up.